Hello, hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we are going to learn how to take backup for the SQL Server 2022. So let's get started this video. Now here is a introduction about the backup. So a backup your SQL database is a essential for protecting your database. So basically we are taking a backup for SQL database to protect your data. If anything goes wrong in your SQL server, so you can restore or recover your database from the backup. That's why we need the backup. So now here is some terms I mentioned like a backup. So copy the data or the logs record from a SQL database server or the transition log to back up the device such as a disk, or create a backup or logs, or you can keep it on any share folder or in any SAN storage. Backup. So backups noun, a copy SQL database that can use or restore the data after a failure. A backup of the SQL database is created the level of the database or one or file or fingerprint. So actually backup is a SQL database that can be used to restore and recover your the complete SQL database. Now, the recovery model, a database property that controls the transition logs maintenance on a database. So there are the three types of the recovery: single, full, and the bulk load. So recovery model of the database determine its the backup and restore requirements. Now, what is the restore? A multi-phase process of the copy all the data logs pages from the specified SQL server backup to a specified database, and then roll forward to the transition. They are logged into the backup and apply the changes and bring to the data forward in time. Now let's understand the what type of backup we have. We can take a backup, so copy only the backup, a especially use backup the independent or the regular sequence of the SQL backup. Database backup, a backup of a data file complete like a database backup, a partially backup, and the set of file or fingerprint backup that comes under the data backup category. Database backup, a backup of a database, the full database represent to the whole database at a time backup finished. So database backup, that means is the complete database backup you are taking. So differential database backup contains only the changes made in the database since the most recent database backup. So here is a differential backup. A, a database backup is based on the latest full backup to complete or the partially data a set of the data file or the fingerprint or a file group, and the contain only the data intend to have a change since the differential basis. Now let's understand the full backup. A full backup that contain the data in a specified specific database or a set of file group or file, and also enough log allow the recovering the data. And the log backup, a log backup of the transition, the logs and records will not were not backed up into the previous log backup, so it's a full recovery model. And the similar way we have the file backup and the partial backup. And now let's move it to the demo from where we can take the backup. So I'm moving to my the SQL server. I logged in into the SQL server, and once you log in into the SQL server, which database you are going to take the backup. So I have the instance that is called a prod db. So here right click and go for your the task, and under the task we can see the many of options are available here. So here just select the backup. So now here is the thing is like a copy only backup if you selected. So as I explained you everything about the backup types, so you can understand the what type of backup we are going to take. So backup type is like a full backup, differential backup, and the transition log backup. So what we need, if we need the differential backup, just select this. If we need full backup, inside the full backup we have the option to select copy only backup or the complete backup. And the transition log, so here also you have the option to select the copy only backup. So let's select the full backup. and the database, or if you need the file and the file group, so you can select it from here. But let's take a database level backup. So database component is a database, and where it is storing, even though you can change this path if you want. So just you can add here, or then you can change the path if you want to be change the backup path, but this is the default path what we have. Now let me go this path and copy, and we'll see where it exists. Let's open. Okay, so now we don't have any file here yet. Now click on cancel, and we are good. We understood what type of backup we are going to take. We are taking the backup for this particular instant, and we are going to take the full backup, and this is the path. If you want to add, then you can just add here. You can change the name and can add the backup, change the folder name. Now go to the media options. The backup, for backup existing media set, append the existing media set. So it will append the backup every time. It will create with the date and on the which date the backup was started. And this option is override all existing backup set. That means is your old backup automatically it will delete, and the new backup will be replaced here. And check the media name for the backup. If you want to give the media name here, and that you can put it here, but this is not at all required. Backup to a new media set and erase all existing backup. So here you can give the media name, and that will delete the old backup will and replace with the new backup. So we are not going to use that option. Let it go for the append or the existing data backup set. And the reliability, verify the backup when it's a finish. Yes, we need that option. Perform checksum before writing the media. Okay, and the continue on the error. So don't select it, because if there is any error in taking the backup, so it will continue, and when you are restoring the backup, you will be facing some issues. So this option. Now let me go to the backup option. So this is the backup name. This is for your instant name and the full database backup. It's taken automatically name. So backup will backup will expire on the days after. So if you are putting the 0, so that means is backup won't expire. And if you are selecting the backup expire on, so that means is you can define that date when is that the backup will expire. Set up the comparison, use the default server setting or the compress backup, or do not compress the backup. So let's use the, if you want to compress the backup, so you can compress the backup, or don't want to compress backup, or let's set up the default setting, and we are good with all these settings now. So let's click OK now to take a full backup. And if you want to try for the differential or the transition log, it's up to you which backup you are trying for that. So now let me start this, and we'll see how much time it will take. Actually, I don't have nothing much there inside the backup, so that backup will complete soon. So oh wow, it's too fast. So we got the backup here. So this is our the full backup prod db dot back, and this is the backup file we got it. It's a very small size, because I don't have anything there. So it's a 5 MB backup I got it. And if you want like a for a differential backup, let's try for a differential backup also. So backup, and now here I'm going to differential backup, and let's find, so all the things are okay, and let's do it. So this backup also done, and let's see what the file is created. Let's go to the backup. Okay, I got where it went. Task backup, and now the differential let's try with the transition log. In the disk, copy media, append the backup, and overwrite existing, check the name. Okay, so all looks good. So now at the journal, and let's take a transition log backup. So this backup is taken the successfully. It's not writing. I don't know, might be there is something wrong. It's taking only the full backup. No, actually it's replacing the backup every time. So you've seen the date is a 56, and this is a transition log backup. We need to when we are taking the backup, after that we have to keep it in some different places. Let me give it try for the again the full backup. Now from here, go for the backup and give it try for the full backup, and then let me take the copy only backup. No, let it leave it. Now it's done, and see the file size is a 11 MB. So actually it's appending the backup every time. So guys, that's all from my side to understand the backup. So it's very easy. You need to just right click and backup the file. So backup is this is the file, and you can move it this file to some other places, and don't keep it on a SQL server. Okay, so thank you guys. See you soon in my next video.